The idea is exactly this. It's putting the brand on the internet with a nice movie, a nice trailer, shooting nice and beautiful models with great photographers, putting them in a very good environment. And these products who were in fact actually dead, almost dead, they have a new life.
Well, first of all, I don't think of myself as a fashion designer, the kind of Mr. Armani, Mr. Klein, fashion designer in that sense, where I'm going to make some great innovation in the statement about the rise of a pant or the lapel of a jacket or some kind of fabrication. I think of myself much more of as a marketeer and a curator who happens to make clothing. Yeah, I think in the 90s the C word was crossover. Today the C word is convergence.
You're both publishing print magazines now. It seems so last century, publishing a print magazine.
Yeah, well, it's
so why do you do it?
When you have a real magazine in your hand, like this one, or like Rosebuzz, it's great. You have nice pictures. It's an object, and it's funny to come back to this old thing also.
I use the print as a device to satiate celebrities' nostalgia for print. Because without it, I might not draw the talent, and either through the agents or the athletes or musicians. They still want to serve their egos and be on the cover of a magazine.
Using resources in the optimal way, without waste, reusing what is wasted in the first instance, and reprocessing the energy that is produced so that there's ultimately as little waste as possible. And all this with elegance and beauty. That's what organic design is today.
The difference between nature and human invention generally is like this. Nature actually has no purpose. It's not aiming towards anything. It just adapts. So the adaptation of nature is really interesting, but it moves at a glacial speed. You don't see nature evolve, really. And I think design should be in evolution. You can see through it. So you can be naked inside, and nobody can see you. You can see the stars. You can be in there and reconnect with nature. We can't go back to the Middle Ages where we drank beer because it was the only way to make our water hygienic, or to wear, these raggy clothes. I think we should reinvent ourselves.
We have history and we have future. From history we can learn, but how do we imagine, how do we develop the future? And that's actually the starting point of our company, that realizing that to do architecture which is projected into the future, you need to create a vision.
It's not simply engineering, architecture, and design, but it's about really being curious about everything, about nature, about art, about economics, about mathematics, a curiosity for science. It's about really keeping the eyes and the ears and the soul open.
And the question is, why are we talking about simplicity? And it seems like you start talking about simplicity when things get complex. So why are things complex? So we know some of the obvious reasons. We know that things are faster today. We know technology is driving it. We know we have more data available, and technology is driving that. So with more data comes more complexity. But at the same time, most of us that are trying to solve problems, and whether we're solving problems in business, or we're solving problems in government, or we're solving problems in design,
the brain always tries to do out of a complex arrangement of perception the simplest possible interpretation. So you do not know how to decide. You have some emotions, some feelings, some preferences, and you decide upon those emotions. The disadvantage is, although 70% they are good, the strong disadvantage is you cannot tell the details. You cannot justify your decision.
In this book is very interesting. We did a test just a moment ago where you have incredibly detailed photographs of scenes. Where's one of the more detailed ones? Where it can identify anything you're looking at in a very detailed photograph. You look at this, I don't know how well the camera can see this.
If you want to
we want to look at, in here, do you see the throne? Go to the throne, which is very small in this image.
This is Chinese, so change to English.
The voice is in English now.
The voice is English.
Throne. The throne is popularly called the Golden Throne.
Okay, and That's a small piece on the ceiling.
This is a golden pillar. In 2007, Dubai completed 2,400 buildings. A fourth of all cranes worldwide are operating in this place. It's probably the largest construction site in the world. Everything what you can see here on this master plan, yellow, is actually still under construction. In particular, Dubai led this kind of modernization process in many ways. And there's no better way to showcase this but by showing 3 photographs being taken during the last 20 years, showing the main road of Dubai in 1990, the Sheikh Zayed Road, in 2005, and in our days.
Urban dwelling at the moment is still very present in Europe, but for a projected urban growth, we will see that particularly in India and China, to no surprise, the urbanization of societies will, basically increase at the most. We know that in 20 years, 75% of the human race will live in city dwellings, which obviously also then, has incredible implications for architectural thinking. Slum growth, another opportunity, obviously, or chance and challenge that we must meet. Very different to the Dubai rules of game, but something that basically is driving urbanization quite intensively in the third world.
I think the city of Dubai in particular needs to have arrests in many ways, because as you could see, 94% foreigners in a city, and this kind of very accelerated development is something which is not always healthy. Topics like environment, human rights, low-cost workforce and how to deal with this, intercultural exchange, all these issues are already on the table. And that's why I think, of course, we still need architects, don't worry. But maybe we need another architecture, and maybe we need also another idea on how to deal with the architecture.
The art school of the future, if there's really such a thing, is very much about social context.
Starting a school will be this lead by the idea of putting together different worlds. So creative people with science, philosophy, and the business world and law and everything.